Tiedamew, welcome on board. So what's happening here? A battery, a solar panel, and an electric motor. Now, are electric motors quiet? Well, of course they are. That's why they made a silly noise. They put a silly noise on all the electric cars. Torque on that. God, can you see that thing shift? Look at the torque on this. Okay, well, that's enough of that. I think it's starting to give me a bit of a headache. Right, okay, so electric motor, solar powered battery. That's fantastic, because I noticed the girls, right, really annoyingly, my wife, we were on the paddleboards. Well, they like the paddleboard, so Muggins here gets the dog and the small sort of plastic coracle type thing and a paddle, and they go faster than me. Now that's been really annoying me. So some years ago I actually had built a battery powered electric outboard, with that motor is from an at cost lawnmower. Not at cost, but at cost. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, it's a lawnmower basically, a 12 volt lawnmower. Fantastic, about a quarter of a brake horsepower or half a brake horsepower. But it works quite well. So then I had an old Seagull engine. Now, strangely enough, the stinky bit on it and the inefficient bit had broken some time ago. So I'd bolted that motor onto here and then turns that, which turns that, and that will make me go faster in the coracle. Now, this has got absolutely nothing to do with saving the planet, or has it? And here we've got the solar panel. Now, actually, this solar panel is a tracking solar panel. So we'll put it there, because the sun is there, so we'll put it there. Okay. So, efficiency. It's all about efficiency. Saving the world is efficiency. Woo. And not breaking your neck. Well, electric fire. Some fantastic switches. Tea. Homer Simpson. Right, that's a nice cup of tea. Solar powered tea. So basically, what it is, it's a big day for me because it'll be a solar powered engine. Now, why most probably you're asking yourself, why am I building that engine to run the solar panel and the battery down there, other than to go faster than my wife and my daughter, because it annoys me being left behind in the coracle. It's to do with, because in the long run I want to get Tiedamew running with electric, because I've got a Lynch motor at home as well, which is equally as knackered as that. But to show how simple these things are, and old British engineering at its best, I reckon those bearings make an awful noise on that thing. But what was amazing is about... This engine was used last year. I had it on the back of the speedboat because I wanted to make it into a hybrid. So when I had the stink engine going, that's called Mr. Toxic, the speedboat, since the stink engine has blown a head gasket, so the stink boat isn't actually going, the two-stroke Yamaha isn't going at the moment. So I had this on the back, and the head gasket blew, so I got home with my electric thing. Then I got salt water all over it, so I thought what I must do is leave it outside for the winter, which I did. And that wasn't a good idea, because then it had salt water in, and the gearbox, which is that thing there, was full of salt water as well. So anyway, when I dug it out of the garden, I thought, oh, how embarrassing, I should have put that in the shed. So what I did is I sprayed a load of, well, WD-40. Now I don't mind, I think this is orange, fish oil, apparently, I don't know, but we'll pretend it's fish oil. And sprayed that all inside the little electric motor. Everything's locked solid this morning, and then I took the seawater out of the gearbox. Now you can see it's running pretty smoothly, and then filled it up with engine oil, cleaned it all out, and I'll get the appropriate gearbox oil for it. Now you can make oils out of a million other different things, not toxic fossil fuel. So oils, and certainly some of the better oils, could be made out of plant extract, so that's what we want to go for. So yeah, the project's coming on slowly, but one thing I do realise, by doing this zero emission project and the plastic the plastic wheelhouse, which offers fantastic shade in this hot weather, I have to say. It's already... I know it sounds crazy making a wheelhouse, but it actually is working so well. The other day we had some showers, I had the lid open, boat didn't fill with water. It's already brilliant. So, yeah, so the expedition ship, it's coming on. But remember, the idea of this is we're going to ban toxic fuel. We're going to ban banking, the global bank. We're going to take over, so it's going to be people like you and me. Now, one of the ideas I have is these phones. You know, I better not show those people because I haven't got permission. They're on the beach. And so I'll show you this, and I'll show you the rest of it. As these phones pick up things, okay? Believe it or not, there's a canoe there. They're going particularly slowly, not like my wife and daughter who go very fast. And what I find fascinating is that when we do a big sculpture and a big pyramid, and I'm going to do some stunts because I'm an artist, then what we're going to do is we're going to go and get these stink cars. We're going to issue them and say that the volcano's on the back. We're going to collect the CO2 in each bag, and we're going to make a big sculpture out of these plastic bags, which are made from oil as well, toxic. So we're going to make a massive skull out of CO2 and we'll capture it. And the idea is to recycle it. Now I'm only joking, of course we're going to release it into the atmosphere in one hell of an exciting bang. And to say, look, we need to call these things for what they are. No advertising internal combustion engines that run petrol and diesel. No advertising. Petrol and diesel cars, truly banned now. The old ones run basically ethanol-based gas, vegetable oil, or the millions of other fuels which big toxic have hidden from us. Now, talk about that. You're wondering where Grippy is. Well, he's with Boris Johnson at the moment, so he's not here. But, you know, I had some disturbing information. There's been a bit of an emergency meeting. There really has. And I've got to go down there because this is top secret. I really do mean top secret. I know saving the world could be really boring, and you think how boring it is. But it really isn't boring at all. Well, it is when I do it. But now, did you know? Now, I didn't know this. You may know this. Greta, did you know this? No, I didn't. What, you didn't know it? Okay, Greta. Hey, Donald, did you know it? Oh, I had my suspicions all along, but then me and Boris have our little clubs, don't we? We know a lot of things you don't know because we're really intelligent. You are intelligent. You're very bright. Green Party, I bet you didn't know this. I had my suspicions about it. I have my suspicions about it. Well, the Green Party had suspicions about it, but they didn't really talk about it. Now, what about this bear? Oh, he's a stuffed animal. Sorry, he really is a stuffed animal, that one. Oh, Jeremy Corbyn. I say, let's go back to the 1970s and make Austin Allegros. Weren't there one? I had one of those. Okay, Jeremy, that's cool. Oh, hang on. He's hiding in here. Look, he's hiding. Come on, out. Come on, out. I've got him. Oh, he's putting up a fight. Oh, Christ almighty. Oh, damn. Oh, ow. Well, they broke the picture then. That safety glass, of course, being on a boat. Oh, God, hold down. Hey, Donald, could you help me? No. Could you help me, Jeremy? No, I'm a pacifist. Okay. Freddie, I've got you down now. Yes. We have discovered Freddie was an agent. A secret agent. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe it. My friend, my connoisseur. I met him in Oxford, for Christ's sake. We were the part of the bridge club. We set up the first homemade digital marketing system. I just had to make all that on the top of my head. Freddie. Anyway, apparently, Freddie, what went wrong? Well, sorry, Buzz, but I was confronted. And they offered me a fantastic thing where they said my career would be like Tony Blair's or Boris Johnson. I would reach wonderful heights. The doors would open for me all around the world because they said have a career in the MI5 or the MI6. But actually, I'm MI3. God help me. That's really secret. We're the ones who... We sort of look after the world for you because we're important. Are you, Freddie? Professor Freddie, how did you sell yourself out? Well, money. Okay, that's fair enough. And that's the thing about really part of Buzz Off Toxic. It's all the secret stuff. Did actually hurt my helmet on that picture. Didn't break though, so it means that it's safe in the sea. So if I fall down that hatch, headbutt that picture, it'll be okay. And yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? What is the truth? I am pretty certain Tony Blair was an MI5 agent. Bloody obvious, really. No way could he ever get to climb those heights and all those doors open for him. It is obvious that I am stuck at the bottom because every door will close for me. Hence, you. I need you in this phone. I need you to go out there. I need you to start thinking. Look at the energy. Look at the toxic car. Look at the planet and think, well, hang on, why have we got all these secret societies? What is secret? Really, what is the Chinese going to find out about Great Britain? That we're lazy? I think they might have worked that one out. That the council don't always work as hard as they should. I thought they'd worked that out, but I'm sure they've got a council in China as well. They might know we've got secret weapons and Porton down. I think the Russians already have guessed that one. Okay, I know, nuclear weapons. They might think we might have 3 nuclear submarines. I think they already sort of know that. Okay, other things. I know where the Queen goes to the toilet. But why would they want to know that? Freddie? But what they do want to know is what Buzz is up to. Yes, we wanted to know what you were up to because you're destabilising our cosy little system. We don't like it, you understand? Keep it toxic. Keep toxic fuel flowing. Keep it burning. Don't ban it, please. My job depends on it. My career depends on it. God, you'll have bloody Donald Trump going about it. I don't think we'll worry about Greta. She doesn't know about that sort of thing. Innocence. Anyway, buzz off toxic. Yeah, we're going to cover some subjects, but in the end it's going to come down to you, because doors will close, magically with me, rather like we have a company called SNG Limited Trust. We were selling biodiesel. Quite a benign substance. I could demonstrate it by drinking it. Did taste a little bit like vegetable oil. Byproduct soap. We were selling a lot of it, but then the stealth tax came. A secret tax, a testing tax. The funny thing is doors close. The solar industry, they pay more VAT than coal. Oil is subsidised by how many trillions of your money a year? If you ask me, the secrets they don't want to let out are those ones. And I think Putin. Where is Putin? Putin, what are you doing in there? Hey, you've turned into a pink pig, Putin. I know, you're sounding a bit like Boris. That disturbs me. Actually, my name is Putin. I can't do a Russian accent, sorry. I'm a Russian. Okay, well, we'll work on Putin's accent. He's gone back in the toy box at the moment. But you get my drift. Yes, we're in an emergency. Our planet's dying and the system is really, quite honestly, not fit for purpose. The technologies have been suppressed. That's where I come in. So we need some new leaders. That's where you come in. That's where those phones come in. That's why do subscribe to this channel. Might be a plastic pilot house. It might be one solar powered outboard. But it all starts somewhere. The other thing is to contact people. Let me know if you know somebody who has worked out what I've worked out. That really the only secrets are kept from you and me. Yes. Okay, so yes, we have got 3 nuclear powered submarines. Whoopity-doo-dah. Okay, love you. So, Freddie, we're really just friends, and that was only a bit of a tiff. And, of course, Donald, we do love you. And Greta, obviously, well, she's with batteries worn down, but she's quite cool. And as for Jeremy, well, we're good friends. And the Green Party, we're not sure if he's a secret agent or not, because they do infiltrate the Green Party, because, after all, those green pacifists are really the enemy. It's just they look like turtles dressed up. So, it's a crazy planet. Anyway, I better buzz off toxic. So if you want to buzz off toxic, join us. Bye-bye. Love you.